You know that feeling when you've had a completely real conversation, but it never actually happened? You just imagined it in your head? Maybe you're in the shower, or walking alone, or maybe you're in bed at night trying to fall asleep, and suddenly a whole story starts to play out in your mind. You're arguing with someone, you're perfectly explaining something to someone, or you're imagining a perfect future where everything in your life goes right. The amazing thing about this is that none of it is real, but the feelings you get, they are absolutely real. Because of that imagined story, you can feel happiness, anger, fear, and even a huge sense of relief. So why does the brain do this? If you have this habit, have you ever wondered why you keep imagining things that will never happen? Psychologically, this is a very common state for a lot of people. It's not just random daydreaming. Most of the time, what's happening is your brain is trying to solve a much deeper problem. We replay an event that happened during the day, but this time we give the perfect answer, a killer comeback we didn't think of in the moment. On the other hand, we imagine worst-case scenarios for things that haven't even happened yet, everything going wrong. These things can be so powerful that these fake stories can even change your heartbeat. In psychology, this state is called simulation or mental rehearsal. As human beings, the reason we're so good at planning for almost everything is because of this ability. Athletes do this before a competition, and public speakers do this before they go on stage. But for many people, this system starts working automatically, even when we don't need it. This isn't just for fun. When people imagine conversations in their heads, their brains are actually trying to regulate an emotion. Maybe it's an unfinished conversation, a fear about the future, or a quiet desire to gain a sense of control. According to psychology, these imagined conversations can be categorized into three main types. First, the I win scenario, where you justify your side of an argument. Often, these are events where you wish you had handled things differently. Second, the future success scenario, imagining a big achievement and receiving praise. Even if this gives you motivation, later on, it can become a way to escape from reality. Third, the worst case scenario. Your brain prepares an answer for things that will never happen. A big commonality among people who do this often is that they worry a lot about what others think of them. This isn't about being an attention seeker. It's because when interacting with society, their minds are constantly deeply analyzing everything. But when this happens often, it becomes a mental loop for them. Being in this imagined world is more comfortable than talking to real people, because there, everything is under your control. People react exactly the way you want them to, but in real life, it never happens that way. But remember, imagining things in your head isn't wrong. It's one of the most powerful tools our brain has. The problem only starts when you begin doing things only within this imagined world instead of taking action in reality. Because real progress happens in the real world, not inside the simulation in your head. So, if you are someone who often imagines these conversations, you're not sick. It just means your brain is very active and trying to navigate the world. But no matter how beautiful the stories your brain creates, the most valuable things in your life will happen outside of those stories, in your real life. What do you think about this video? Do you also have this habit of imagining things in your head? Leave a comment below and let us know. Also, if you learned something from this video, don't forget to subscribe and join our Rational Mind family.